Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, I'm Lenny and I have 6 Dachshunds, 5 long hair and 1 smooth, and also these little things jolting around. Welcome back. It's been a very long time. I have not done an intro in forever, and yeah, it's been over a year since I've done a YouTube video, and I just knew I needed to do one when I realised that I had a couple of hours free this morning. I should probably be working on my other stuff, but I'm here. I thought I'd just do a life update. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, to be honest with you. I just knew I needed to pop onto YouTube and kind of say hello and show my face and show you that we're still here and we're safe and we're well. There's probably going to be a lot of dog noises in this video. There's either going to be a lot of cutting or a lot of me ignoring that the dog noises and things are going on because I can't be bothered to cut the video. So I apologise in advance. So yeah, I thought I'd pop on and do a bit of a life update. Don't really know the structure of this video or anything. I just thought I'd say hello, and then I would open the comments up to topics for more videos, because my plan is, she says it every time, my plan is to actually do some videos this year. Not that we've got, well, we're over halfway through the year, but I'll try, okay? So what has happened? Last November, we had our first family case of IVDD. So if you're here because you have a Dachshund or you know about Dachshunds, then you probably know about IVDD, which is a disc disease. That's what the DD is for. And Eva, our only smooth coat, which makes sense because smooths have a higher rate or risk of IVDD over long hairs, got IVDD. So I'll tell you a little bit about that first. If you want me to go in more detail on the topic, then I can do, but I'll just tell you what happened and a little bit about what's happened since. So we were literally having a photo shoot done in an enclosed field. She was perfectly fine running around. And then John said to me, she's walking funny. And I said, oh, maybe she's just got grass in her paw or something like that. So we took off, she did have a bit of grass on her paw, so we took it off and she seemed fine. So we put her back down and then turned around, and she could not control her back legs at all. They were just flopping to the ground. So we literally left the field. We quickly packed up all the dogs, everything, had to say goodbye to the photographer that was taking our photos, and headed straight to the vets. Dog noise that I'm not going to clip out because I can't be bothered. Headed straight to the vets. They actually referred us instantly, because by the time we got to the vets, which was about an hour later because we had to drop the other dogs home, she deteriorated quite quickly. So they referred us straight away. So we drove then straight up to Wellington, not Bristol. It's like Taunton-ish area, southwest. Drove straight to Taunton Cave Vets, and they saw Eva. Now, because we've been referred so quickly, I think he said we were like one of the fastest referrals. They checked her over and he was kind of unsure what to do, because usually their kind of process is, if a dog is brought in with IVDD or what they think is IVDD, they'll put them on anti-inflammatories for 48 hours and see what happens, and you just crate rest them, and then you'll probably end up crate resting them for 6 to 8 weeks or whatever. But because she had deteriorated so much, again, in the time that we got to him, he sort of recommended that we do an MRI. Eva is not insured. Our dogs aren't insured. Well, a few of them are, but not all of them. So we would be paying for this, which was fine. We knew that. We put savings aside. That's what we did. I do encourage you to get insurance of at least 10,000, but unless you've got savings, which we have savings aside. So the MRI, I think, was about 2 grand, maybe, something like that. He did the MRI and he said, I would advise that we operate. She's definitely got IVDD. I advise we operate. And we said, cool, go ahead. So they operated that day. So she was literally within the same day of the referral, same day of everything happening, they operated. And then he called me up, let me know everything went fine, but did let me know that he's glad they operated because there was quite a severe bleed. So they had to sort of fix all of that. I don't know, I'm not a vet, so don't ask me too much detail on that. Anyway, so they said we're going to keep her in. She straight away had control of her bowels and everything. She had never lost that, because some dogs they get incontinent, lose control of their bowels. She didn't have any of that, and she was already showing signs of being a bit better than when she came in prior. She never lost complete use of her back legs, so It's kind of hard to tell, but she was still wobbly, but yeah. So anyway, they called me back, I think it was the next day, and were like, I think you're gonna have to come and get her because she's very highly strung and doesn't want to be here. Which we kind of knew because Eva is one of Evie's puppies. She's always been here. She's never stayed away from us ever since birth. So we kind of knew she might be a bit like that, but I thought she might be a bit more chill because she's very friendly and she does love people, which they did say she did love people, but she almost loved people too much because she didn't want to be in the kennel. So we went and picked her up and we brought her home. Now, Eva is the dog that we often nearly leave behind when we go to dog fields because she has no separation anxiety. She would much prefer to be in her sausage pit, like sleep sack thing, and ignore that we've gone out in the cold and the rain. So we thought crate resting Eva would be easy. We've always had a crate around. She was crate trained as a puppy, and then we just don't put them in crates, but we make sure that they're very used to crates. They're used to being shut in them. They always have treats in them and things throughout their life randomly, so that it's not a big change when they get crated. That is not the case. After Eva had the operation, I think because she was on like painkillers and felt a bit better than maybe she had before, she wanted to leg it around. She wanted to be right by us. So it was a lot more difficult than I was expecting. And obviously we had a baby. How old would Elodie have been by then? Maybe 10 months. So 10-month-old around, all the other dogs around, and Eva not wanting to be in a crate. That was very hard. We did end up having to medicate her to work at all, because as long as one of us was sat in her pen, we didn't have a crate in the end, we had a pen. As long as one of us was sat in it, she was absolutely fine. But obviously, baby, other dogs, whatever. So we ended up having to medicate her. I think the drug was called trazodone. She was very, is the word reactive to it? So some people say that trazodone does nothing. We gave her half a tablet and it would last literally 20 hours. She'd be gone, fast asleep, totally chill. So we gave her that, and the vets was happy with that because it wasn't a high dose and she wouldn't be doing it forever. Don't you dare bark. She's right by my feet now. So she ended up having trazodone. We hated giving it to her because it really did knock her out, and it's not nice seeing your dog like knocked out like that. But she, yeah, and then we did, they said to do, I think it was 4 to 6 weeks, and then start walking her at 5-minute like little sessions, and then build it up to 10 minutes, build it up to 15 minutes. But I think we ended up doing, I would say probably about 8 to 12 weeks crate, like pen rest, and just extending it. So we've got gates everywhere. You can see a gate here. So we would like give her access to the living room for 5 to 10 minutes, then put her back in the pen. I don't know if that's been the good thing to do or not, but that's just the way that it worked for us. And she has recovered really well. We're now, well, how long past are we? November, December, 11 months? No, 10 months. And she's not relapsed yet. Now, relapsing rate is really high for IVDD. So we've been kind of keeping a close eye. We don't overdo it with her or anything. And yeah, I think we ended up doing about that long, and then slowly building her walks back up. She is now off lead running with the dogs in the field again now. We do have a harness, which is the perfect fit harness. If you want me to do like a video on all the things that we bought after we found out she had IVDD, I can do that. Because I'm already yammering on. I've only told you one thing that's happened in the last year. And so, yes, she is now pretty much back to normal, other than she's a bit wobbly when she walks. We did one session of physio and one session of acupuncture. We don't have a very good physio near us. Nemo's is quite far away. And Nemo goes to physio probably once every 5 months. He doesn't have to go to it often. We can do it from home, and he does hydrotherapy still every week. Our vet did not recommend doing hydrotherapy for IVDD. I don't know why. I didn't ask. But to be honest with you, budget-wise, it would be difficult, and time-wise, it would be difficult for us to do it anyway. So we're not really thinking about picking up hydrotherapy for Eva yet, but that might be something we do in the future. Really, now, nothing's different than before. She doesn't go to physio. She doesn't do hydro. We just do what we were told by the vet that he gave us exercises at home. Very rarely, because I'm terrible at remembering. And yeah, that's kind of it. We've still got the pen up. That's the pen there. We've still got it up. I'm keeping it up now in case any of the other dogs need to be rested. Then we're going to have the same pen. And also the dogs just love going in there to get away from Elodie. So it's worked out really well. It does take up a lot of room, but it's still there. And yeah, that's what's happened with that. That was quite a lot of management. But she's fine. She's here. Oh, I'll show you her back. Come here. Whee! So she does not have a scar or anything. Oh, my hair's covering it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. She doesn't have a scar or anything now. She's still her waggy little self. Thank you. And yeah, she's doing well. She's got quite an arched back, but she's always had an arched back. Thank you. So that is Eva. Then what happened? Norma and Nemo. Nemo is not neutered. Nemo is not neutered because I don't want to change him, make him gain weight, make him change when he's already got enough going against him. If you don't know anything about Nemo, go and look at one of my previous videos. So hello, he's here now because I've said his name. This is Nemo. Nemo only has 3 legs and a little bit of hair. So this is your check-in on Nemo. He's perfectly fine. He's a big boy now. And anyway, so Nemo is not neutered and Norma is not spayed because she was, well, I don't want her to get fat and fluffy. Anyway, we've been doing very well. We keep them separated during seasons. Norma has decided that she now has double seasons and silent ones. So the boys started paying attention to Norma on November the 3rd when she started bleeding. We were home 24/7 because Eva was in recovery. We were there all day, every day. Didn't see anything happen. Took Norma into the vets. I couldn't give you a date. I can't remember my life. Took Norma into the vets because I thought she had pyometra. Pyometra is an infection of the womb and it usually presents itself as kind of a swelling of the belly, licking themselves, that sort of thing. Took her in. They agreed that her belly didn't feel right. They agreed, yeah, it was an emergency appointment at about 6 AM. Took her in. They decided to do an ultrasound, which is what they would do to diagnose pyometra. Sorry if I'm looking at the screen. I'm just checking that I'm in focus because I've never used my phone for this before. I need to look at you, not at the screen. Anyway, took her in. They scanned her. She brought her out and she said, good news, not pyometra, but she has 5 or 6 puppies in there. I don't know where I just got up to because I'm going to have just cut out them having a play fight. That was very noisy. Yeah, so took her into the vets. Vet scanned her, said there's 5 or 6 puppies in there. I cried. Of course I did. We don't need that right now, but we did. It happened. She had her puppies. They've all been given away to friends and family for a donation to the Red Foundation. So yeah, very expensive little jaunt because I didn't charge for them because why would I? We don't know anything about them. Of course we know about them. What am I saying? I didn't charge for them. I gave them to my friends and asked them to make a donation. They're all very happy, healthy little puppies. I will include some clips, maybe a clip, a photo. I don't know. If you want to know more about how we managed that, I can do a separate video because this is getting very long. What else has happened? Elodie is now 18 months old, toddling about, running. She runs. That's my child, by the way. So we're managing that. Dog lover, no issues there. If you want me to do a video on that, so having multiple dogs and a child, I also can do a video on that. What else has happened? I don't think much has happened. I work about 2 hours a day now. John does loads of work on his YouTube videos. But we're safe. We're safe, we're well, we're happy. Dogs are healthy now, other than Eva's back, but that's better now. Nemo is very healthy. There's really nothing to show for his 3-leggedness or his hip dysplasia. He's perfectly fine. And yeah, that's about it. I think what I'm going to have to do is post this video. It's a terrible video, I know, but I'm going to have to post it. I'm going to have to say, please pop your comments below for any questions that you have, any topics you want me to do videos on, and I will do them. I will. Lenny will do these videos, so hold me accountable. Right, just had to get my voice back. I think that was the sign that I've got to go. Coughing too much. Thank you guys for watching this video. What do I usually say? It's Dachshund, not Dachshund, not Dachshund, Dachshund. Thanks for watching. Sorry that this video is crazy. Goodbye.